Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out the Vosteed Raccoon. I got two flavors or two variants of it to share with you here. I mean, honestly, this review has been long overdue in the channel. Apologies to Vosteed. They sent me the crossbar lock a long time ago and I did an unboxing, and I've been carrying it here throughout, the last couple of months. It's also one of my size comparison knives. You've probably seen it in many videos if you've been following the channel for any amount of time. I recently also got a chance to check out their updated Raccoon with the button operated liner lock. Now, this is a very sweet one, right? Vosteed has just been on a roll here, right? Really perfecting the button operated liner lock. So we're going to get into it. There's some other models that rock that same locking mechanism as well. And I'm just so glad that they brought it to one of their most popular models, being the Raccoon. So, I mean, this is a perfect size for EDC. If you've been living under a rock, you probably don't know about the Raccoon, but if you have spent any amount of time, probably have heard about the Raccoon at some point. So many channels have featured it. It is one of the must-have budget EDC knives if you're going to start an EDC knife collection or rotation of any kind. So yeah, we're going to talk about this guy here in this video today. Keep in mind, these knives and every other knives that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, right, and all that good stuff, then definitely check out those links down there. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost, right? Let's do a quick overall size measurement. These are exactly the same as far as blade length and overall length and all that. So just a little bit over 7.5. I want to say maybe 7.55 or so, right? That blade length is going to be 3 1/4. Cutting path is 3 inches, and handle length is around 4.3, right? 4.3 inches. Those are your overall measurements there. Let's do some size comparisons here. Next to the typical ones in the channel, there is your Manix 2. That's going to be a little bit slightly bigger EDC. Here is the Yojimbo 2, right? That one is going to be about the same, maybe a hair bigger, but definitely in that ballpark. Here's the MSI from Microtech. That's going to be a tad bit bigger, maybe about an inch or so bigger. Same deal here with the Stitch, right? The Stitch is going to be also a little bit longer as well. Here's the Demko AD 20.5, right? Definitely in that ballpark. The Kunwu Chad might be maybe a hair longer. Take a look there for yourself. And definitely in that price point, right? That ballpark price point is the Civivi Vision FG, right? Check out the new budget Militaw from Kizer as well. All of these are highly recommendable as well. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. And I got content on all these knives too. So if you want to learn more, just look up the name and Miguel EDC here on YouTube, and you'll get to those videos really fast. CJRB Hectare alt, and last but not least, the Vosteed Talarurus, right? So there you go. The Talarurus is kind of like a smaller Vosteed Raccoon with a sheep's foot blade. And then, kind of same deal going on there with the Hectare alt from CJRB. Again, just to give you a ballpark, right, a good, great size for EDC, right, somewhere in the medium to borderline large knife, even though it doesn't feel like it. It's definitely a large knife. It has a great choking up spot here, which I'll definitely talk about in a moment. But let's talk materials. There are different variants of handles you can get for this knife. For a moment there, I actually did have a aluminum frag pattern, aluminum version of the Raccoon. Right, so you can definitely get it in aluminum. These two, they're both in black micarta. There's other options for micarta on these guys as well that you can pick up. They have just about any color you can think of in micarta. So definitely look at that. And then maybe some G10, right? I think there might be some G10 models out there, right? Don't quote me on that, but definitely I would have linked to all the models down below. So definitely check that out. And then as far as the blade goes, right, they have, I think some models early on had D2, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as of recently, they have been giving you everyone's favorite budget steel, 14C 28N, right? So you can also get it in the sort of satin finish here, like you can see on this model, or you can get it in a black wash finish, right? So they have you covered, right? Depending on what your taste is, you can pick it up either way, right? Notice on this particular version, we do have those accent thumb studs there with the orange. I feel like that gives it a nice little pop of color, if you would, right? So that's nice. Blade wise, it is a beautiful drop point blade, flat grind, right? Nice pokey tip there, very functional. Plunge gun situation here is really good. You can get plenty of sharpens out of this guy before you even come close to developing a smile. Got the Vosteed logo on one side, And I think at some point they were actually printing Raccoon on the blade, but they don't do that anymore, right? It just says 14C28N. Again, these handles are nice and contour all around, right? Ergonomically speaking, right? Very, very comfortable to hang on to. Again, I have average hands, not the biggest of hands or smallest of hands. This little peak here falls in between my pinky and ring finger, and so that feels pretty good there, right? Hammer grip, very comfortable, good 9.5 out of 10. And I can always forward choke if I want to. And this is where I live most of the time when I'm EDCing this knife, right? So bam, right there, you got better control of the blade and we can get some work done. As far as the pocket clip goes, by the way, it is a deep carry clip. Kind of gives you about that much out of the pocket, which is not too bad. We do have a lanyard hole right there, which I feel like if they had done away with that lanyard hole, they could have made the pocket clip just a hair deeper carry, if you ask me. The good news is that these are recessed screws. The actual clip is also recessed into the micarta, and guess what? It is reversible, right? So they give you a filler tab with additional screws on the other side as well. So that is also very, very neat. That's something that Vosteed does, right? Which is very, very nice. This is interesting. We have a micarta backspacer on my crossbar model, and we have a sandwich construction with standoffs on the liner lock version. So that's interesting to see, right? A little bit of a difference there. Other than that, you do have a little horse or Vosteed logo on the pocket clip, right? This is a very, again, comfortable pocket clip and also goes in and out of the pocket very, very nicely. Definitely something that, a recipe that they haven't changed in a while because it simply works, right? Gets the job done and it just simply works. It's amazing. Now let's talk deployment here for a second. So both of these are going to have thumb studs. So you can deploy with thumb studs all day, every day. You can reverse flick as well. Right, that's good. But you do have the option to choose between a crossbar lock, right? This one got omega springs. All you have to do is pull back on this bar, open the blade, same deal to close. I think they had an old-fashioned plunge lock, button lock in the past. So their first version of a button lock on the Raccoon, I believe, was, again, very similar to the SENCUT ArcBlast here. It was a plunge lock, button lock, where, you know, as you open the blade, right, this little cylindrical piece kind of pops into place, locking the blade, right? These are pretty good, but they're not nowhere as strong as an actual button-operated liner lock. So this is definitely the one to pick up. I mean, either one, I feel like between these two, you can't go wrong with either one because the crossbar lock is pretty strong, right? Also very easy to operate. And the button-operated liner lock is also really, really strong and also very easy to operate. So honestly, I mean, you pick one, run with it, or, you know, the best answer would be, why not both? Because they're both pretty sweet in their own right. So crossbar lock, that's a W. Button operated liner lock, also a W. I mean, these are really, really sweet. If I had to pick one over the other, maybe the liner lock a hair stronger than the crossbar lock, but again, they're somewhere about the same, if anything. So yeah, definitely have that going for it, which is really good. The alignment right there is spot on also. And again, I've been using my Vosteed Raccoon for a long, long time. I flip this thing open and close like 5 to 10 times every day as I'm recording content. So, you know, this one has seen plenty of flipping action here and still pretty smack in the middle, very well aligned as well. So yeah, very good, comfortable, ergonomically speaking. Also, it's a very good ambidextrous style knife. So I'm glad you can reverse the pocket clip because, as you know, right, again, the crossbar lock version here with my left hand. So you know, my left hand is not, I have no dexterity on my left hand at all, but I'm able to get it done. Same thing with the button liner lock, right? You would just use your index finger instead of your thumb if you're a righty. But yeah, you're able to get it done. Very effortless to do that way. So yeah, as far as ambidextrous knives go, these are really, really sweet. A couple other housekeeping items here before getting into the meats and potatoes time. 0.11, right, on the thickness on the blade. So that's a little bit thinner than the 0.12 in the channel. Yeah, 0.11 regardless of which model. And as far as the handle goes, you got 0.48, right, thickness on the handle. So again, that's pretty. Oh, is this one any? Did they revise the handle at some point? I'm getting 0.49 on the crossbar lock version, and I'm getting 0.48 on the button operated liner lock. So that's interesting. Again, that's a hair difference, not that big of a deal. All right, as far as weight goes, let's get a read on these guys. Again, both of these guys have some good internal milling, right? These have recessed liners with some speed holes on the inside for weight reduction. So the crossbar lock version here is going to come in at 3.1 ounces, or yes, 3.1 ounces or 87 grams. That's not bad. And the button operated liner lock is going to come in at also 3.1 ounces. Are you going to make up your mind, bro? Yeah, 3.2, 3.1, which one? We'll go with 3.1. 3.1, 89 grams. So pretty much essentially the same weight, regardless of which weight, which deployment method or locking mechanism you go to. I think perhaps the only one that might weigh a tad bit more is that aluminum version that I got a chance to check out here a little bit of a while back, if anything. So that's something to keep in mind there. And last but not least, we'll do our hardware check as per usual, right? I got my tools here. My torch bits, these are part of the Strabito tool set. Highly recommended, link down below. Got my TA bit, and we do have a captive pivot, right? So that's going to be a TA, okay? The crossbar itself is also a TA on my crossbar lock model. Thumb studs are also TA, so that's good. And as far as the pocket clip and body screws, we actually have a T6, right? T6, right? That probably could have been a T8, you know, the filler tab, the pocket clip, those are all T6. You guys know how the whole shebang goes, right? With the T8 versus T6, right? It will be nice to have T8 over T6. TA bits or screws are less likely to strip over T6, but this is an under $100 knife, so it's not a deal breaker in any way, shape, or form. More of a personal preference, if anything, but that's about it. So that being said, guys, you know, meats and potatoes time. I mean, this is one of the most functional, most recommendable, most popular EDC knives that you can buy. I said that at the beginning, so I'm going to echo that right now once again. These are really, really good, especially now that you can even pick it on the button liner lock version as well. I mean, Vosteed hit a home run with this one. It's simply what they did, and, you know, everyone and their mother now owns a Raccoon. If you don't own one, like, what are you waiting for? Definitely go ahead and pick one up. I mean, for the longest time, if you think about it, right, the Vosteed Raccoon was one of the OG bug out killers, right? If you look at the Benchmade bug out, you essentially get the axis lock, which is the same thing as a liner lock, and so you get this action. Yes, you can get it in a little nicer steel like S35VN and things like that. But you do get those FRN scales, which are, you know, very lightweight, but, you know, flexible and things like that. Here you actually get liners, and with the micarta, I mean, these are very robust, right, handles. And with the 14C28N, they're able to bring it to a very good, affordable price that everyone can pick up. I want to say, arguably, you can get about 3 different Vosteed Raccoons for the price of a Benchmade bug out. There you go. You can pick up a Vosteed Raccoon, right, 3 of them, actually, for the price of a Benchmade bug out. So yeah, definitely highly recommendable. I do also like that the tip is not super high either. It's about maybe, you know, a line there with the pivot. So if you want to do some draw cuts, you still can without having to bend your wrist all that much. Of course, a Warncliffe blade or sheep's foot blade would have been even better. I'm not sure if they do offer that geometry on the Raccoon or not. But, you know, if that's the case, that's why you have the Talarurus, right? So the Talarurus is crossbar lock, right? And it's basically like a Raccoon. It's a tad bit smaller, and they do give you that sheep's foot blade. So it has a lower tip. So for drag cuts, utility cuts, right, the Talarurus is a great offering. Check out the unboxing on this one, review for it coming up as well. Yeah, I would go that route. But, you know, this one here, you got the belly. So if you're doing tabletop cutting, right, you can still use that belly to your advantage. I mean, this thing is a laser beam when it comes to cutting material. So let's just do our scientific cutting test, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up because, I mean, we could be here all night, right, talking about how great the Raccoon is, right? So let's see here. My version here, even after a ton of use, still holding a pretty good edge, right? Cutting really well. The review version here, this borrow version that I got a chance to check out, yeah, same deal, right? One thing Vosteed also does is their knives are also very, very sharp out of the box. So yes, these are gonna cut really, really well. That flat grind is gonna make it so it's really, really slicey. If I had to pick one that's the sliciest, I mean, you do get the coat on this one, so that helps with corrosion resistance, even though 14C28N is already corrosion resistant. So, you know, it's just more aesthetics than anything. But yeah, they're both, I don't think I see or feel one being slicier than the other, so they both cut really good. What about some cardboard, right? I got some cardboard here. Remember when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular like this, but rather at an angle. And it's gonna look something like that. I'm gonna do my forward choke position, and bam, boom, bam. Let's go, right? This thing is just ready to slice and put in some work. Yeah, flat grind, again, being slicey. So typically flat grind is one of the sliciest geometries you can have on a knife. So you guys rate it in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp are these guys? Both of them have a factory edge, right? Both of them have already seen some use by now. You guys let me know in the comments. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the Vosteed Raccoon in a nutshell, right? Highly, highly recommendable EDC knife. There's a reason why everybody and their mothers are talking about it, because it is just that good, right? There's a reason why I also feature it as a size comparison knife. It's because it's very likely most of you already out there own a Raccoon. And again, if you don't, like, what are you waiting for? This is one of those blind purchases that you can do, and you know you're getting a solid banger, right? Great value for the money, right? The Vosteed Raccoon. Can't say enough great things about it, right? Highly recommendable. Definitely check it out. If you don't own one and you're looking to pick one up, this guy is linked down below. Every knife that you saw in this video, for that matter, is linked down below in the description and the pinned comments. It does help out the channel when you use those links. Well, that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost, guys. Let me know what other questions you have about the Raccoon. If you got value out of this video so far, smashing that like button really goes a long way for the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you love and enjoy EDC content like this on a daily basis, please do consider subscribing. I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. And if you want to support the channel a step further, there's a link for Patreon down below, or you can support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. Check out my card channel right here from my earlier days on YouTube if you like card content. If you made it to the end, guys, you are the real MVP. Check out the review video on the Vosteed Hedgehog over there on your left, or the review video on the Vosteed Ankylo right here with the Vanker lock. This one is pretty sweet, so I'll put a card for this one here on your right side of the screen, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.